Well, today we're out here in Tanglewood, specifically lot 44 up in the canyons, and we're going to talk a little bit about weatherproofing, waterproofing, how that can be done, and we believe that we have the best process possible. There's many different weatherproofing techniques. There's the house wraps, then there's zip systems, and I really don't have anything against either one of them, but we're looking for a foolproof way to create a fantastic envelope for our home. So people lately have been asking me, what's the pink stuff? This is a Prosoco, made by Prosoco. It's called R-Guard. This is a fluid applied membrane, meaning that you can spray it on, or you can, like we do it, we roll it on. We don't spray it because we don't want to overspray on a windy day, getting all over everything. But this is a fluid applied membrane that is waterproof, meaning I can stand here with a garden hose and spray this thing all day long and no water is going to go through it. But it is vapor permeable, which will let the walls on the inside dry on their way out. So it won't let water in, but it will let water in a vapor form come through it, and it's fantastic. Once we've started doing this, the zero leaks. It helps with the production cycle, because I'm comfortable now that this has been done that we could finish the inside of this home and insulate it and sheetrock on it and know that nothing's going to leak, nothing's going to get wet, just in case we get ahead of the siding crew or the bricklayers. There's a specific way that this is to be used, but it is so easy. It's got multiple parts to it. The first part is the R-Guard. You just roll it on. But you have a seam filler, so step one would be seam filler. You would come back with this product here, and this is in like a big caulking. Think of it as a caulk, a latex caulk. So you could seal all the joints where we're hitting the concrete and coming across there. Here you can see we got the flash down because this is our copper termite shield that we use on all of our homes. But this is sealed in there. That is going to be watertight and airtight. Airtight's a big part of this equation. When you roll the Prosoco on, if you can still see the OSB print and you can see the ink here, we're good. If we get it on so thick that we can't see the prints, then we've got it too thick. But if it's covering all the OSB and then we can still see some of the prints that are on, you're going to find it on all OSB panels, then you know you're at the right thickness. That's easy. That's easy to train someone to do that. It is easy for someone to replicate, and it's easy for myself or one of our supers to be on the job site, walk around it real quick, and know that it's done properly. Now when you get to your windows and your doors, then we come into the liquid flash. This is more robust. The darker color is more robust. This, I would liken it to a synthetic rubber. If you get a piece of this stuff, you can just stretch it like crazy. But that's where we're going to seal around our windows and our doors, this being one of the Anderson 100 series sliders. And you can see how the head jamb has been sealed and coming down the sides. And because it's fluid applied, you can't miss anything. You can't have something flashed the wrong way or reverse flashed. It's not possible. You can't goof it up, which is really one of the best parts about this system. Okay, so we were standing outside just a minute ago talking about the exterior of the home and the Prosoco coating. On the outside you saw a really dark red, which was the liquid flash, but we bring that all the way back inside to the window rough opening, all the way around it. And then we come back in on the windowsill, and we know that this is 100% waterproof. Now, the liquid flash is not permeable with vapor permeable. It's just synthetic rubber. It's waterproof. And you come down here to the bottom windowsill. You see we shimmed this, but just a little shim. We're just trying to get to about, somewhere between 5 to 8 degrees pitch on the windowsill, so that if this window does leak or is left open and water gets in to the house, it drains outward. And the bottom of the window is not sealed or flashed intentionally for that purpose, so we wouldn't just trap it against the window. If this window were to fail in the corner and it started leaking it wouldn't leak into the house. It would hit this, sill, drain back out and be on the outside of the envelope, not damaging the home at all. It is more expensive than some of the other options that are on the market, but having the peace of mind for me to know that you can't mess this up, that's worth it. And our homeowners know that this was done right. There's really no way to do it wrong without it being blatantly obvious, like, well, you can see that you missed a spot. It's not pink. We get down into the joints and we seal where we're hitting the concrete, where we're hitting our mud sill, where we're hitting anywhere. And now this thing is airtight, not just watertight, but airtight. So when we're trying to get our envelopes proper, the slogan is build tight and ventilate right. We're building tight. We're going to stop air from leaking in or out of this home. And the only air coming in and out of this home is going to be the air that we want. The air that we mechanically, with fans, bring into the home, and we can control its volume. You see, this is just really very simple. It's extremely thin, and that's all it needs. Just very thin, painted right there on the OSB. So that's what it looks like without it. That's what it looks like with it. Pretty easy to tell if you did it right or wrong. And then when mechanicals are done, and I say mechanicals like the electricians and the heating and cooling guys, we'll be able to come back around and seal this up. It works very well with the expanding foam, as the two products work together and bond to each other. So we're going to be able to seal around this and hit it with the liquid flash around that box, and we're good. It'll never leak no matter what. Because it's fluid applied and we don't have to worry about lapping things one way or the other, you can see we're able to come down here and actually go underneath the overhang and seal all that too. And seal and caulk right up to the bottom of the deck ledger board. And then on top of it, we sealed the top of the ledger board and put the Z flashing. There's just no way that this thing is ever going to leak water or air. So this is a product we're pretty excited about. We've tested it, we've put it on homes. We had, a month ago, we had 7 inches of rain in one afternoon, no leaks. That was the test of all tests. Now there was 1.5 feet of water standing in the streets, but the homes that were just sealed up with Prosoco did not leak. And I think that was just fantastic. So I'm sold on it. This is what we're going to go. And that's a very lengthy way of explaining what's the pink stuff. We do a continuous footing. So this form board here has got concrete back on the other side, and that allows on our trucks, just being boys, and pulled on it to see at what point this would break. The pipe broke before the fitting did.